home late, baby, please you light up. Cause where you are is a place where I ain't no simple way that we can make it. All these little things we gotta do, whatever the cost, we gotta pay it. And we can't be afraid to make a move, so I'm on the road again. Even though I'm way out there, you should know that I'm
welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey. Welcome to Schoolgirl Online TV. I hope you like and subscribe to this channel. If you don't, I don't care. Alright, girl, you know I'm just playing. Hey beautiful you, it's TC. Thank you for checking out my sock cam. Welcome back to Schoolgirl Online TV for my first drum roll Q&A. As it's my first one, I'm actually really excited to do this, and I have been asked on a couple of occasions to do a Q&A, literally two, but I didn't do the usual method of like doing a social media call out to see if anyone had any questions. I'm not actually quite sure why I didn't do that, but anyway, I just didn't. So I ended up asking my nearest and dearest over WhatsApp, so shout out to everyone who responded, because when I accumulate enough wealth, I'll pay off your mortgage. I might do it just to show you. Okay, so the first question comes from my bestie, Jade, and she's asked the question, what's the most challenging thing about being a black woman on TV? Don't touch my hair. Well, since you asked, I was actually thinking about this question earlier, and I made, just a few notes. I remember there was a time where I went to a masterclass with Reggie Yates, and someone asked the question from the audience, do you ever feel like you can 100% be the real you? And like straight away, like I identified with this question, because like it starts to make you think about like your industry and like the fact that there hardly is anyone in a position of power who looks like me, and there's just something really significant about seeing people who represent you and feeling like that you have people standing in your corner who even understand you culturally and is able to justify some of your behaviours or the way that you are. I'd say one of the biggest challenges coming into this industry was hair, and I can't even say that it was a challenge for me, because it still is. Like coming from an African Caribbean background, like hair is something that is like really important to us, and it's something that we change a lot. Whether you're natural or not natural, we are generally very versatile with our hairstyles, and it's not that it was a barrier, but I definitely overthought it in terms of, can I change my hair? Can I do this with it? Will the children still recognize me if I have this style? And it was just like such a big thing. And like, I know that obviously as a children's TV presenter, it's important to be consistent, because you don't want children not to recognize you. But I remember like changing my hairstyle because I got really, really bored of like having the same one. I went into a school to visit some children, and like straight away they were like, oh, that's TC. And I was like, oh, like they do recognize me. And like it really made me realize that you shouldn't be like so caught up about like the physical aspects or physical things. It's like when people recognize talent, they recognize talent. That really, really like brought home to me that the kids like you as a presenter. Nothing to do with changing your hair or your clothes. They see you for who you truly are. Next question, please. So this comes from my homegirl Glory, and the question is, what made you think about presenting as a career? Girl, don't you know I was made for this? So when I was 17, I actually made a list of 7 things that I would like to achieve during my lifetime. One of them being to write a book, another one being to start Schoolgirl Online, a magazine to empower, motivate, educate and inspire young girls. I wanted to interview celebrities. I wanted to run an annual award ceremony called Celebrating Youth Excellence Awards, pay off my parents' mortgage, be joyful. And finally, I wanted to present on CBeebies, but I got CBBC, which is close enough. And right now, I just feel so blessed and so thankful to say that I've actually achieved everything on that list except for one thing. And I feel like being a Christian and growing up in a Christian household really contributed to that. Like, my family really believed in affirmations, and I know in the Bible in Habakkuk it talks about writing down the vision and making it plain, and I think there's something so significant in writing down your dreams on paper and being able to see it as clear as day. It's like, okay, that's where I'm heading, that's where I want to be, and this is where I need to focus. So like, I would really encourage anyone out there, if you have dreams, please write them down and just make them a reality just by putting pen to paper. Next question. Did you face any obstacles en route to becoming a TV presenter, and how did you keep going? Now, this comes from my sister Shara, and to be honest, you shouldn't be asking me that question since you are my sister and you should know the struggles that I have been on. Shame on you. I'm only joking. I'd say the first few obstacles that come to mind is definitely one, being told that everyone wants to be a presenter and that it's practically impossible to do so. But remember, I talked about writing down your dreams. I remember being told by one executive producer that, and I quote, look like a bloody character, whatever that means. Also, I remember quite significantly that just before I landed my first job in television, my entire friendship circle just did a complete 360 on me. Everyone who I thought was going to be like my friends for life just disappeared. And I know it was for the best, because it's not always on the way to your destiny. It's going to be familiar faces in your corner. And not everyone can fit in the Porsche Cayman S. You'll catch that last on If You Know Your Car's 2016 model, Google that. Why is there a fly in my light box? Come off my light box, you're too fast. As you get older, how do you maintain the schoolgirl look? Is it a lifestyle? This is from my good to nut friend, Tisha. Oh my gosh, I love this question. Honestly, I just love colour, so it really doesn't feel that hard to maintain this look. And like, admittedly, I didn't think that I would still be dressing the way that I do now, but I'm not mad at that. Like, I love it, I embrace it, and I guess I've just evolved with it. Yes, 100% I would say that it is a lifestyle for me. It's a lifestyle choice, and I just think that life is too short to wear boring clothes. And I know that the way that I am encourages other people to be unapologetically themselves, and whether they like to wear colour or not, being around me and knowing that I embrace who I am without giving a care in the world about what other people think, I know that it gives other people permission to do the same. So let's just say for now that I only aspire to be more colourful and more crazy. What advice would you give to someone thinking about making their own online magazine? This is from Glory again, and it's such a great question. So I hope you don't mind, but I actually jotted down some notes as I was thinking about this earlier. So firstly, I would say, if you're thinking about doing one, be brave and just do it. I was watching a very inspirational TED talk by it's Kaya Woman, the guy that does Roll Safe. I'm really sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly. And what I love about this TED talk is that he spoke about the difference between courage and confidence. And he was saying that, you know, confidence is the ability to like believe and have faith in yourself to, you know, do something, which is great. You know, there's a lot of people out there who have confidence. I have confidence. But then people who are courageous are those people who dare to do something that scares them and challenges them, and it's about being brave. So that's why I would emphasize that the first thing you need is just the courage to do it, be brave and just go for it. I would say secondly, I've got here, think about your USP. This stands for unique selling point. This is what's going to make you stand out from the crowd, what's going to make you authentic. You know, these things are really important. You have to think about, you know, what gap you're going to fill in the market. Are you going to be reaching a particular demographic that isn't engaging or needs a voice? So these are just like food for thought, stuff for you to think about. And thirdly, I've got down here, identify your target market and establish who your audience is. This is really key. It will help you to refine and focus your magazine strategically, from content to your social media tone to the sponsors you approach, etc. So hopefully that is enough tips to get you started. From Shara again, how do you juggle work and your extracurricular activities? Well, do you know what? I have to admit that, you know, coming home, brushing my teeth, having a shower, cooking a dinner, it just gets too much. In all honesty, I don't really know how I do it sometimes. I guess it's just learning how to manage your time and being very disciplined. Because as well as presenting, I'm also a digital researcher full time, and I make short form content for BBC Children's. And then in my spare time, I do this and I do other content for Schoolgirl. This is good, like even though like I'm still like juggling kind of 3 different things at once, I'm still learning how to manage it. I'd say it's really important for me to know what I can and can't manage, and I would rather be amazing at one thing than a master of none and be really mediocre at several things. So that's something that I've really learned in terms of managing extracurricular activities and not exerting myself too much. Oh my gosh, you can tell that I'm really getting tired because like my voice keeps getting lower and lower. Okay, my battery's about to die, so last question, thankfully. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? This is from my work pal, Daniel. Evolved. Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, every kind of Lee. I think we just have to iron out the finer details in a later vlog because my battery's about to die and I don't have time. I just really think it's important to enjoy each day as it comes and take each day as it comes rather than worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow has enough worries of its own. So yeah, that's my advice. I'm gonna just see myself for where I am today and hopefully focus on having a great date night with my pillow. Child, I am tied up. It is late and I have work in the morning. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this video. I really appreciate your love and support. Remember to like, subscribe, share, do what you like. Most importantly, just remember that I'm here to school ya. Stay blessed and keep it at your average. But seriously, this battery is about to die any minute now. It's a miracle that I even got through this vlog. God is good. All the time.